All right, I have an errand to run. I will be back in just a few minutes.
Don't be
My good
long, man.
fellows.
We'll have this living
I'll
dungeon done away with by the time you
I'll be
get back at
back.
it.
I'll be back.
All right, so Captain, you get your harpoons crafted. They seem to that they could possibly work. Now, what do you wanting to? You're carrying quite a bit of gear here now, so I guess you're going to throw it on the pack mule Wilbur, right?
Yeah, pretty
All right.
much.
All right, sounds good. So, what are you going to do with the garrison? You're going to go and talk to Master Sergeant Broderick.
Yeah, I just want to kind of let him know what's going on, kind of what we're doing, so he's just aware of current events.
Not trying to tell him
basically.
how it is today, though.
I will accompany.
Mordecai's not going in?
Captain on this one.
Just trying to give him an update.
Okay, so Master Sergeant Broderick, he is surprised. He has never heard of a living dungeon. He doesn't even know what a living dungeon is. So you guys explain it to him, and he's fascinated by it. Now, he's asking you, is this the reason why you guys are explaining it pushes the earth up and brings old sediment from the inside of the earth up to the top? Now, is this actually affecting the mass of the island? This is one of the questions that he has
It
for
very
you.
well could be. When we were traveling to meet with this Sawagan, we saw yards of new island just spring up from the ocean,
Mm. And-
accompanied by a large tremor.
And the Sahuagin, you said that one of the encampments was engulfed by this living
the red
dungeon.
encampment,
Don't think you'll have to
hostile
be worrying
encampment
about
was
Sahagin
completely
raids
swallowed by
anytime
this
soon,
thing.
though.
Well, that kind of worked to our advantage, did it not?
Yes, I think it did.
For the moment, but it could come for the town next.
And we have not had any kind of those tremors that you speak of. Now, Captain Tom, you are calling this a land kraken?
He calls everything a kraken.
Well, this is actually not a land kraken. This is an earth kraken, and it's a very rare subspecies of kraken, and it's honestly only the second time I've ever seen one.
When was the first time? How long ago? Was it here around Gastron's Point while you were aboard your ship? And how is your ship doing? I heard that I got some grave news that your ship fell under attack with your cook was captain?
That's right.
Surely that's what you have a first mate for, correct, Captain?
Poor decision making on his part.
Well, the first mate's here. The hierarchy of the ship was not well thought out at all. There was the only ranking officers, as you call them, were myself, the captain, Wilbur, my first mate, and the cook. There's no one else with any sort of title. Everyone else is just aboard. Well, the cook was the next highest ranking official, being the only other ranking official, so...
And this is our flagship. I really, honestly do not feel safe now, Captain Tom, knowing this.
Well, you know, Pete's a good man. Pete will captain the ship to the best of his ability until I'm done.
Right to the bottom of the sea.
Until I'm done with the land kraken. I mean, the earth kraken's here.
Wow. Killian is feisty tonight.
I'll
I
tell
love
ya.
it.
I've got my best men working on it. I've got covert specialists with years in the business currently going to help out the Emerald Queen.
I did talk to Captain Nathaniel. I did talk to Captain Nathaniel, and he said that he was going to try to rendezvous with the Emerald Queen. But as we had heard a couple days ago, there were several. This was a massive battle, Captain, and your ship had taken a lot of damage. Also, it had done a lot of damage to the other Orc Lord ships that were attacking. And this just goes to, as what we had talked about several days prior, with the utmost importance, we have to hold this point, no matter what the cost is.
We will hold this fort. Don't you worry. What we're here to do is just tell you that we're off to try to solve this earth kraken problem. And just hold down the fort here. We'll be back hopefully in, a couple of days. We don't know how long it will take us to get to the bottom of this, but
What's
we
the
just
plan
wanted to
for
let
you now?
know what happened? What?
What's the plan for you now, Captain? Where are you off to?
Well, we think we've found some sort of entrance into the belly of the beast in a rock, and we're going to and basically destroy it from the inside out.
Well, I wish you luck on that, Captain. I still have never heard of this Earth Kraken before, but I do wish you the best. So is the Earth Kraken another name for this living dungeon that your companion Killian here speaks of? It seems like Killian is quite knowledgeable in this area.
Yes, you see, people can call things by different names, you know. I mean, you might call a potato a spot, but it's still just a potato. So, you know, just an Earth Kraken versus a living dungeon, the same thing, just two different names, with two different experts, I might add. I'm an expert on Krakens and all things Kraken, and Killian's an expert on things that aren't involved with Kraken. So, you see, it's just two different technical terms from two different fields.
He kind of chuckles a little bit and tells you that he sees Captain. He thinks he's gained a little bit of knowledge on this.
Very good. That's why I'm here, sir.
26.
All right, let's move it out.
Alright. Back into the woods again, I suppose.
All right. So you guys are going to travel this hour or so. You know, you have plenty of equipment. Wilbur several times has to get the glaives untangled from the low brush that are hanging over. He's not too happy about carrying these things. He's kind of telling you that, Captain. He's kind of giving you the evil stink eye, any other owlbear would do.
Wilbur, you know how useful those improvised tools will be. We've got to make sacrifices to destroy this Kraken, and this is just one of them.
All right, so you get back to the well area. You can see that there's still this rock crop that has sprung up from the earth. It's still there. You know, the camp.
The other village still there.
The other village is still there. You know, you can see several plumes of smoke coming up. You can see that there's several Sahuagin walking around the village as well. They actually see you, and several of them rush out to greet you, including the elders. So, speaking in Sahuagin, they know that no one speaks it except for the captain. So they ask you if you have ventured into the cave that was created. That's basically what they ask. Have you ventured into the created cave?
We have not. That's exactly where we're going now. But I would like to tell you some good news. I have sent off a letter to a good friend of mine, and I think he's going to be able to get you a ship here within a week or so.
He expresses that as great news, speaking Sahua. Yes?
Are there any children, Sahuagin children?
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple.
I'm going to motion to them, and I'm going to try to give them a piece of candy.
All right. They're a little weary of you. I mean, you look really, really sick, Mordecai. So does Vance. And not the captain, but one of the elders asks you, is this disease or this sickness that you had? Because several of your companions, Captain, they look really bad now. And
well, take into account, I look much better than the other ones do. Because I'm at 1.
Yeah.
3.
Yep. Yeah, he can tell that everyone is infected by it, except for the captain.
Aye, this is a very bad sickness. We're working through it. We're in a process.
I tug the cap's sea coat. See if they got any more of that damn salve, man. I'm dying over here.
Do you have any more of the ancient Sahagwan salve that you made for me yesterday.
He just says, mud?
Yes, that's it. That's what I need.
He just kind of looks at you and tells you that he does have something that could possibly help, but
Oh,
it
that's
is
even better.
it's
Something that actually has medical properties. And that's what we really need here. I was just trying to cheer these guys up. I mean, my God, if you've got something that'll actually help them, let's get that out here.
it is a very rare fish oil from it's a mixture of like a crab and several small fish, and he runs over to one of the tents, and this is this is Talk, and Talk comes back with a like a small little basket, and it has these, like last time you were here, those clamshells, those half clamshells, and it is filled with a liquid. And he motions to Captain Tom to drink, and he picks one of the shells up and kind of motions to Vance with his bleeding eyes and ears and a nose, and also
grab one.
Killian and
So,
Wilbur.
Cap, this looks nothing like the salve. Are you sure?
And he's giving you the drink. And this stuff,
Very well, very well. I don't want to be rude.
seriously, guys, this stuff smells horrible. This smells like rotten fish. But he tells the captain it's very good. It tastes great. He's a Sahuagin, so I mean, you know what I mean. It's for healing. It's an old ancient Sahuagin remedy that the shamans use.
I'll try it.
This
Alright.
is something new. They say it's better.
Better. Better than the salve? Cap? All right. I will trust in you again, my friend.
So as everybody drinks up,
I'll go ahead.
down the hatch, wow, it really literally tastes like rotten fish. But yeah, and you're almost to the point of gagging. But it does after several minutes, you have this tingly feeling about you, and everybody really starts to sweat, and including you, Agnes, with your level 1, and Mordecai. You two are. In fact, did you guys drink this?
Yeah, I drank it.
Okay, so everybody did. Okay, all right, sounds good. So you have that medical fish ointment inside of you. This great ancient Sahuagin type of.
And by the by,
Potion.
only people with gag reflexes can gag.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Nice to know, Agnes. I will bear that in mind.
Alright, we really must be going. We've got to get down to business. We've got to take this earth cracking down.
Well, Talk
You're saying
informs
this,
you.
yes, Captain.
Talk informs you that another one of the tribe had found them throughout the night. He was very badly injured, and unfortunate news is, the other leader down there, Kak, he has been really hurt badly, and he was not able to get out under his own power, and the other Sahuagin that managed to make it back to the village said that he probably wouldn't have lasted throughout the night. So there's a chance that you would find Kak down there.
What's he saying, Captain?
He says we might find the Sahagwan leader, Kak, down there in the dungeon.
He's the red leader fellow that we've heard about.
Yes, that's him.
Red Squad, go!
All right. Well, we should tell them we'll keep our eyes out for him.
Yes, we'll make sure to let you know if we find him.
So, Dave, what kind of reaction do I get out of the kids when I feed them candy?
A
They
little.
approach your van somewhat worried.
the white cargo van. That is just too good.
While Mordecai is playing the pedophile, I'm going to step away for just a second. I need to use the bathroom.
Go for it.
Oh, you got the bladder of a 60-year-old man?
Yeah, the kids, they weren't too receptive because of the way you look, Mordecai. You just have this. They think all of the humans are pasty looking in the first place, but even though you're not infected as bad as Vance is, I mean, you're still kind of shunned a little bit. I don't want to say shun, but they just kind of try to keep away from you. But they do take the candy, and it seems like they do like it, but it's just they didn't they weren't very receptive of it. So you guys are heading back
All
over
right.
to
You're
the
ones
fissure.
that know where this place is, so take me there.
All right, I lead, I guess, Captain Killian and Agnes, and we all lead the way back over towards the other camp
Okay.
and the cave or whatever. It's right over there, Captain. You see this little hole? I point at it. It's right there, Captain.
So yeah, as you get over here, you give me a perception check. I want everybody to give me a perception check.
I think that I still need this token on connected to my sheet.
Oh my
This must have
goodness,
been the same tokens that were left up there.
Yep, me too.
My bad.
Not a problem, babe.
I should assign everybody different tokens. That would be rather amusing.
I'm trying to find my perception right now.
Alright, looks like everybody should be set. Working on Mordecai now. Alright, there we go.
I see I'm back just in time. Good.
Yep, perception check, please.
Okay, take me just a second.
I love those new templates, macro templates. Those are so nice.
Very clean. All right, that's everyone. I
Who was here? Who was here before? Also.
Me, Vance,
Well,
Killian, and
Why didn't my
Agnes.
perception? Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Okay.
16.
Agnes. Yeah, I knew Agnes was here. So, Agnes, you do notice something differently as you approach. You notice that there are these almost 5 foot wide, 5 by 5 burrowing holes scattered around. As you can see on the map, there are several burrowing holes. And this is something that you notice quite quickly.
Everybody watch your step.
Oh, there's a hole right beside me, Agnes. What is this?
I don't know.
Well, do I know what they are? I'm very knowledgeable in Kraken nature.
Yes, I'm a little bit knowledgeable in nature myself. Would I know as well?
You could give me sure, absolutely. You could give me some nature checks if you have a proficiency in nature.
I'm not proficient, but I've been around the block a time or two, so I'll give it a whirl.
I wasn't asking for around the block a few time rolls. I was actually
Of which I am not.
24. on
Yeah,
my-
if anybody's been around the block, it's Agnes. She's over
Wow.
11 years old.
So both Captain and
Both
Captain
somewhat
and
efficient.
yes, Vance, both of you were kind of looking down on these holes, and you're noticing that it's not a solid hole. It's sort of like been burrowed out. Something. It looks like something has popped out of this hole or went back down into it.
Maybe it's more of those crabs, cow-sized crabs after us again, Captain. But thank you.
Well, I suppose it could be. But
All right.
for the time being, it doesn't seem like there's anything attacking us. So I would suggest we just go into this this cave, I guess. That's why we're
Alright.
here, isn't it?
I'm right behind.
Yeah.
I'm going to start making my way over to this corner where we saw it go deeper last time, kind of giving these holes, as they've been pointed out, a wide berth.
Whoa.
Killian, I'm right behind you.
All right. Everybody go ahead and move your token really quick, and then I want everybody to see if they notice anything.
Don't worry, friend. With me at your back, there'll never be anyone to surprise you.
So that would be another perception check.
It would be. I want to see if everyone notices anything.
I see my feet.
These are so... The way they are with not asking you the inputs from bonuses and stuff like that all the time is so helpful because you don't have to stop and type stuff in every time you try to do a check.
Absolutely.
That's really the best thing, I think, about the upgrade.
Yeah, it's I want everything to be one button hit for the most part. Everything is automatically. Granted, yes, there's going to be times where you're going to change, bonuses like with Vance's song, but you're not even going to have to put a boon in there anymore because we have a
Right.
boon attribute. So the only time you're going to have to add that +1. Yeah, Mordecai, that was an excellent roll, my friend.
Vance, that was solid again.
Can I go ahead and get my music?
That was horrible. All right. So on that note, yeah, just as you guys were, initiative was rolled. Nobody noticed except for Vance. You noticed that several of these holes in the ground, these burrowing holes, it looks like several of the bottoms basically fall out of them, and these large dogs appear out of them. Basically, on first appearance. And this is to go along with your nature check from before. You notice these as dog moles, and these are a very large creature. They're about 7 to 8 foot in diameter, and they are pretty vicious. So you see 3 of them right now, and also where's my friend Mordecai? Mordecai, just as you're fixing to get close to the fissure or the hole in the cave, something plops down. Something very slimy pops down just slides down right on top of you and covers you like a blanket because you just did not see it coming. All right, so we're gonna roll a couple initiatives.
The blast
Yes,
something.
fellows, quickly. I think I've seen these things in a storybook or a bestiary I've read as a child. They're called
Bestiary.
Dog moles. Foul beasts. I think we'll manage those.
Vance, I'm sorry to tell you, you're wrong again. These
Yes,
are
they're
the deadliest.
canine mole krakens. I know.
These are kraken hounds.
Kraken hounds.
Kraken hounds. Deadly.
What is with the animals on this island?
We shall overcome. Fear not.
I'm not the one that's bleeding everywhere already.
Me and Killian are gonna start off a little worse than ready for this battle, but I think we'll be all right.
And don't you dare ask me to do the laundry when we get back to Gasfrin's Point, or I will.
Shirking your duties again.
She's going to be cleaving your arm. You keep that up.
I wish I didn't have my damn gag reflex to swallow all this humble pie Agnes keeps dishing out.
Mordecai, what did you roll? 28?
28.
Okay.
Roll initiative, I guess. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whatever is on Mordecai's token.
These technical difficulties are quite
It's like
frustrating.
Sort of a sniper camo blanket, like he puts in his blind.
No,
and shit.
you don't know. It's Kraken.
No matter how much you
Here, hold
prepare,
still, Mordecai.
Smack it
God,
straight in the
Dave,
face.
fucking killing it on those initiatives.
Use your
rolls.
windshield wipers, Mordecai. Lick it off of.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, these
That is an awesome looking token.
yeah, these are very large. These are like a dog mole. And just because they have yellow eyes, they really do not have any eyes. And Vance, I'm going to give you a little bit of lore with your nature check. Now, the mole creature is the size of a large, about double the size of a large dog. It has it has a thick barrel-shaped body and looks as heavy as a full-grown dwarf or two. There is also a ring of tentacles that sprouts above its mouth, which is dominated by spade-like incisors. Despite lacking visible, you know that they do not have visible ears and they do not possess sight. They have a very innate sense of their surroundings below and above ground, and their senses are pristine.
Okay, I relate all this information in a hurried fashion to my comrades and all. They're twice as big as you, Agnes. Be careful.
I can see that.
Too good.
Yeah, I remember the bestiary I read about these in, likened their size to 2 dwarves. I thought that was quite humorous.
All right, so Mordecai, you have a very heavy object on top of you. It is a slime. You're not able to tell what type of slime this is because you're
Do I know where it came from?
yeah, it fell down from above you as you were going towards the overhang. As you were dipping under the overhang, something just kind of slid right off on top of you.
Captain, help me! I got this kraken snot all over me.
Yeah, you said, so, "Hey, Captain, can you get me out of this thing?" That's basically what it sounds like. Because you are engulfed with a very heavy sheet of slime, almost taking you down to your knees, from head down to toe, and then some, kind of dragging around.
Am I slowed by this day?
Yes, you are basically not able to move. This thing is just too heavy for you to move.
Guys, I'm pinned down. Until I can get free, y'all are going to have to handle this. And can I take a roll to see if I can free myself from this, Dave?
Everyone that hears this thud, everybody turns around. It is a very, I want to say, a very translucent, a very bright shade of green type of. Looks like a slime or a moss. It's sort of like it's like a slime covered with moss. And it looks like a huge chunk of artificial turf that is just, covering Mordecai from head to toe. So Mordecai,
You look even more disgusting than ever, Mordecai.
yeah, I will go ahead and let you. I will let you try to lift up. You can get down and kind of lift up on it. It's going to be this is a very heavy creature, so you're going to have to do a strength check. And I'll let you do that. And also, in fact, you can just make it athletics. I'll let you, if you have any kind of your background bonus in athletics, I'll let you have that also. I'm looking for
okay, I think athletics is
a DC of 20.
I think Vance got scared and ran off.
He did. So you lift with all of your might, and it's just not enough, and you just have to let it go. It's just not enough of a. You can't muster enough strength to get this thing off of you. But
I thought I was screwed.
I will let you. I will let you roll an attack with a -4 if you want to.
no. I don't have a line of sight to throw or shoot a crossbow, so.
No,
so
but
you're
you got
basically
line of
just.
sight to stab it with a dagger.
You're just basically just yelling,
so
then, right?
I can attack this slime thing. It's a.
Sure.
This is a creature. It's not a.
Yes, you can feel
It's
it pulsing on you.
or
Yeah.
anything. It's an actual
Oh,
creature.
well then I'm gonna take the cutlass and I'm gonna shred it.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack with a -4 penalty. So instead of that 0 that's in there, you'll put a -4, and it should automatically take. So. Wow, and look at that great damage roll too. But unfortunately for you, that is a miss.